And the Avengers just keep assembling. Ayo guys, what a chapter for Fragrant Flower. The peak continues on from chapter 161 and today's chapter 162. This was just another great feel-good chapter. I was really surprised here, but before we get into it, let's go over the YouTube script real quick. Don't forget to hit the like button, that will help me out so much. And also there's like a hype button now. I don't know where it is, but I guess hit that too. And don't forget to subscribe because Fragrant Flower is unfortunately going on break next week, but we'll be back September 10th. But guys, I kind of want to call you guys Dinks, Dinky and the Dinks, but I don't know how that sounds. Let me know down in the comments. But guys, just look at this chapter cover page. It's amazing. This is just so badass. Subaru looks great here. She's so serious, but Madoka just looks like such a fucking boss right here. I love her stare. I love her stance. I'ma say it. It's fucking aura on this page. If we get into the chapter, we also see that the Kikyo gang was listening into the principal's office, and surprisingly enough, we also have Suzuka, Chisa, and surprisingly Ayu. Ayu was the one girl who was mostly guilty and very hesitant to join the Fragrant Flower gang, but of course she made amends with everybody and thanks to Kaoruko. We just don't see these three going along with the main cast like at all, so I guess they're easy to forget, but Kaoruko is just such a great friend that they can't help but join in and support Kaoruko from the main line, even though they're really scared to, because I'm sure they're scared to be expelled. I know we can hate on Kikyo, but this school holds a lot of influence for their future. So they would essentially, and I know it's gonna sound rough, be putting their future at risk just to stand up for a friend, but that actually sounds a lot better than saying they're gonna throw away their future, because they wouldn't be throwing it away. It's always important to stand up for your friend, and they did that here. But what's most surprising is Ayu joining in. But this was such a great move, and it's because she owes Kaoruko so much for helping her get over the Chidori hate and from the pressures from Kikyo. And thanks to this, the rest of the girls also get the courage. Even Madoka and Subaru are surprised that they charged in. They also care for the Chidori gang because they can't stand to hear them being judged for what they are not, and then the witch continues to just spew hate. I'm telling you, Toki is moving different. She doesn't even see the students from Chidori as people. And as I said, Subaru stands in to counter Toki's thoughts on Chidori, that they are good people with ambitions just like Kikyo. They're nothing like how she said they are. The girls know that they are being fed lies about Chidori and how it's unfair for Kaoruko to be penalized for just her relationship with one of the students. And then I love Madoka because she goes straight to Toki saying that she is being way out of line here, and I really love her this chapter.
Yes, queen, slay!
And then the big question finally comes in. Why does Kikyo hate Chidori so much? Toki is about to unload on these girls, but thankfully the principal finally steps in, and then the other hits are actually pretty level throughout all of this. I still get a weird vibe from them, but at least here the principal finally steps in and tells the witch to just go chill for a second. But it's clear that Toki is, or at least maybe close to being confirmed, that she was involved with this incident. And that's what we finally learned, that the incident resulted in bodily harm. But that's all we get. Shout out to the commenters that actually predicted this, that there was an incident where someone got hurt. Then the chapter ends with Toki just looking tortured here. And I call her a witch and everything, but she looks almost remorseful here. She really reflects on Kaoruko and she might regret what she's doing, but this incident really triggers her and she just wants no part with Chidori and these students. We see that she was blinded by the hate because she reflects back on Kaoruko's reaction and actually sees her face, and I really think she regrets having to do this. I still don't forgive her, but at least it shows a little humanity to the witch. But let's go back to the incident. We still have to wait for the full picture. What was the bodily harm? Hopefully YouTube doesn't get mad at me just mentioning that, but what was the extent of it? I'm not trying to belittle the incident, but it really needs to be a heinous act for the principal to consider taking extreme measures against Chidori. Of course, this will always be a terrible act considering the schools involved, since it will always be boys against girls. And I'm gonna say something controversial. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but I really hate seeing guys take advantage of women IRL. I know guys, I know, I have crazy thoughts sometimes. So I totally get hating the ones who hurt that student, but for them to just hate the whole school for 10 years straight? This would have had to be a diabolical incident to validate that hate. The only thing I'm gonna assume now is that the student was related to Toki somehow. And if that's the case, I'm not sure if this is gonna change my views on the witch, and damn it, I'm gonna have my back against the wall for this whole time calling her a witch if I change my mind on her. Hey man, people change, I change, the way we think about things change. But this incident really needs to be really convincing for the 10-year beef. If this is on the extreme end of the spectrum, I don't want to say the word, Sudoku, it rhymes with that word, I get it, but still, these students weren't involved with it. But the real world just doesn't work like that, even in this manga. This is just classic prejudice at play, right? We'll just have to wait and see what happens, what this incident was, and how, the students will get over it. And I don't mean get over the incident, we can never forget about these horrible incidents, but bring back peace to Chidori and Kikyo. But to end the video, let's just go over how great the girls were. They were awesome here. They were it. I love all of them just crushing the party and standing on business. What a great chapter, y'all. But what do you guys think? And also be careful with the predictions down in the comments. Let's not forget to censor certain words so we can all read them. So let me know what you think the incident was and if Toki showed that she can be redeemed this chapter. And as always, if you made it this far into the video, don't forget to hit the like button. That would help me out so much. And why not subscribe and help me get aura like Madoka, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Madoka.